So apparently it's no longer affordable for poor people to live in America. God, that shit. Oh, God, that's rich. Anyways, buckle up, boys. Let's have some fun. If you're new here, welcome. You know, we're going to get deep today. We're going to talk about, what we're living in. Let's get this party started.
I never dreamed that I would have to face the prospect of not living in the United States of America. At least not the one I've known all my life. I've never wished to live anywhere else. This is my home, and I was privileged to be born here. But today I woke up, and as I had my morning coffee, I realized that everything is about to change. No matter how I vote, no matter what, I say something evil has invaded our nation, and our lives are never going to be the same. I've been confused by the hostility of family and friends. I look at people I've known all my life, so hate-filled that they agree with opinions they would never express as their own. I think I may have, entered the Twilight Zone.
So,
I actually kind of agree with her. I mean, I don't feel any hostility from like friends or family, but I do understand what she's saying. I don't think she's tripping out. And the Twilight Zone stuff, this is classic. You make 6 figures a year, but you live paycheck to paycheck. I personally cannot understand this one. It makes no sense. Actually, it does make sense. Let's hear this lady out.
let me tell you how you make 6 figures, but you live in paycheck to paycheck. And so the first thing you did wrong was you started living the lifestyle of a 6-figure earner instead of maintaining the same 5-figure lifestyle that you were living on before you started making the 6 figures.
Sure.
Guilty. Let this guy run real quick and I think they make excellent points.
$100,000 income isn't anything crazy in 2024, and it's definitely not going to afford you a lavish lifestyle. But it is decent, and it takes most people 5 to 10 years pursuing a career in trades, hospitality, or whatever else to hit that level. When I talk about a $100,000 starting wage in the oil field, an 18-year-old out of high school with no education and no experience can make that kind of money. And that's wild. If they invest that properly and save heavily, they're going to be able to retire so much further ahead than anyone else next to them.
Okay, so it just blows my mind that people can make 6 figures and still can't save nothing. Can't get ahead. That's on you. That's on you. But I do understand making more money. Like the urge for me to not go buy a new car and get car payments, I deal with that once a month. But it ain't worth it. I'm just gonna make as much money as I can and fuck everything. Like, I don't care anymore. If you're new here, I'd like to read some of you guys' comments throughout the videos. Keep it fun, keep it light, keep it loose. This person goes, the new retirement plan is to leave the country. Classic. This guy goes, me and my wife were making $200,000+ a year. We were living paycheck to paycheck and got sick of it. In 2016, focused on paying off debt. We are now almost completely debt-free. The feeling is awesome. I'm on this guy's tip. I'm trying to have no bills. I mean, I know that's not impossible. I'm not trying to be homeless or nothing, but you get what I'm saying. That's where I'm at. And I gotta tell you, it's hard. You know, like this chick here, you know, I've been in this chick's situation and it's not fun. And I don't like it. Getting pissed. Where are my glasses? Look at my hair. This is awesome. This is gonna be my new hairdo. Just like this. Sup? All right, my bad. We'll keep this party moving.
Needs to be done about the taxes in America. I work full time, okay? I have a government job. I rehabilitate children for a living. And I have 2 part-time jobs on top of that. Why did I get 2 part-time jobs, you might ask? Because I want to live comfortably and don't feel like my only full-time job allows me to do so. I literally paid over $17,000 in taxes last year.
Loser. I'm just kidding.
I mark as a single person, which is the highest amount of taxes that can be taken out of your paycheck. But not only that, I get extra money taken out of my taxes. So can someone explain to me why and how I owe almost $2,000 to the feds? This country literally just wants you to be poor. I don't make this crazy amount of money, so the fact that I work really hard, I work 3 jobs to make the money that I make, just to then find out I owe an additional $2,000 in taxes is actually insane.
Does any
It actually kind of doesn't make any sense. I've been paying every year for 4 years now. I always owe the government money. And it's so crazy, like, it's so funny how it works. It's like, okay, if you make like a decent salary, like 100 grand, you know, they take a lot and you like don't get shit back, right? Not all cases. But then if you make like no money, you get more taxes back than that guy over there. But then if you're somewhere in the middle, like this chick, you owe money. Makes all the sense in the world. I totally get it, and I love it. It's the best. Oh, here we go. We got Grant Cardone, the wizard. Does any country compare to America? Honestly, you still got people moving here from all over the world, so I still think we're rocking heavy, but it's not looking good, and it's kind of pissing me off.
country compare to America?
Not even close. Especially today when people are very ungrateful that they live in this country. But the people that you see that are very grateful are people who came from other countries and these morons that are running around crying about everything. And something interesting happened during COVID. My son's girlfriend says to me, if this thing all falls apart, where would you go? I looked at her and said, honey, there's nowhere else to go. We f this up, it's a wrap.
You think it's possible that we f this up?
I hope not. That's up to this next generation. Great quote by Ronald Reagan. Freedom is only one generation away from extinction.
I'm not going to necessarily.
That's scary shit. I do agree with them though. It does make me mad because I don't want to have to leave my country to go somewhere else because I can't afford my country. But then again, I guess all the other people from other countries coming here to make money to go back to their countries, they probably don't want to do that either. So I'm just going to sit here and bitch and moan about it. You know what I don't understand though? Hear me out on this one. You know, like, no offense to anybody from another country living in America, welcome, come on in, whatever, I don't care. But you know what drives me crazy? I live in South Florida, and you know, we'll have people driving around, they'll have like big flags hanging in their rear view mirror of other countries. And I'm sitting here going, you know, if your country's so fucking great, why in the shit do you live here? I'm just saying, not like, I'm not mad about it, it just doesn't make any sense. That's like me moving to, you know, Mexico and just rocking an American flag in my windshield. It's like, fuck you, right? Anyways, cheers. Let's have some elotes later, right? Hey. Anyways, this one goes, America is done. It will fall in the next 5 years. Yeah, they've been saying that shit for like 60 years, so who knows?
Necessarily disagree with you. It would probably be more like 10 years. And it wouldn't just be America. If American capitalism and democracy collapse under the weight of the 1%, it would take out Western Europe's economies as well, and therefore the global economy. And that would lead imminently to the excuse of global warfare, because obviously the richest on the planet cannot be held accountable for their behavior.
That's the best. If America goes down, we're all fucked. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. You're dead. That was weird, my bad. Anyways, here's some more comments. And I kind of agree with that. If America collapses, it's, take a hit. Just kidding. You're fucked. I don't like to think that way. I feel like if it would have fell already, it would have happened. Who knows? I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens though. This guy goes, how to save money. Pack a lunch, quit going to the bar, quit buying BS on Amazon, etc. You know, it sounds so easy to do that. But like buying stuff, we joked about this in the last video, is like, it makes you feel good. And then it's kind of like, well, what am I working for if not to buy shit, right? Makes sense. This one's great. This guy goes, did everything they said to do. Studied hard, he went to the university, he got the corporate job, he worked his way up to get rich. 30 years later, he's 50 years old, less than 100K in his 401k. He goes, should be $1 million according to the professionals. Yeah, classic, right? And then $1 million's not even worth that anymore. He goes, 0 debt except for eight grand on a car note. I think car notes are the biggest ones. You guys know how I feel about car notes. If you're here, new here, oh, car payments, they get me revved up. I hate them. I really don't like them. He goes, he owns his house, makes $80K a year in West Palm Beach. Hey, that's where I live. What's up, brother? He goes, I had a stroke 2 months ago. Now half my body is numb. It's all a scam. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense to why people kind of want to live their lives now. You know, it's like, I understand both of that. Like the not wanting to work, enjoying my life now, all that shit. I understand both. Anyways, keep this party moving.
The real estate industry is going to change forever starting in July. What is already a business where 80% of agents fail is probably going to increase and get significantly harder. Of all the agents that are licensed right now, I would expect probably half will drop out of the business within a year and a half.
Okay, so I plugged that in, one, because it's always been hard being a real estate agent. You see this shit where like they make it sound so easy to be a real estate agent. It's like a lie. It's like, I don't want to say it's a pipe dream and it's impossible, but it really is like a huge front. Most real estate agents have to have another job. No offense, I don't like that. I don't like that we need 7 jobs to survive out here. I really don't. But I put that in there because he's like acting as if the real estate game ain't changed already. It's been fucked for like 3-4 years now. So this house here I'm showing you, one of my dreams in life, which I've kind of just basically given up on completely, was living on the inlet, like on the ocean, on the inside of the ocean. Not the real deal, but the kind of real deal. And not a big house either. Like this house right here is a perfect example. This is a spot in a not great neighborhood in South Florida. Lake Clark Shores is a great neighborhood, but the area around it is total shit. Okay, check this out. $900,000. It is on a lake where you can take a boat out. But remind you what I said. Around this neighborhood is shit. It is not $1 million luxury lifestyle. No. So anyways, for this house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which is like my ideal home. I don't care about a mansion. Sounds like a lot to take care of, to be honest. Just personally. 900 grand, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square feet. $900,000 because it's on a fucking lake. You get what I mean? Like, I live on this lake here, but you can't take a boat out and stuff, and I don't live in these homes behind me. I live in townhomes over here, okay? And this shit is $400,000. I know, smoking fucking crack. I mean, it's a dope crib, but this is where it's at. It's like, yeah, this is sick. I would love to live here, but it's just kind of something I've kind of just given up on completely. And it's cool, and I love it, and I'm gonna buy a tent. It's awesome. Anyways, this one was sent in from Tone Talks. He's got a YouTube channel, cool cat. This one was talking about buying a house. He goes, the median age for a first-time home buyer jumped from 29 in 1981 to 36 in 2022. But we know that that's kind of not wrong because he goes, it's legacy. They're all likely inheriting a home at 36, but back in the day, you would buy a home at 22. So everything's just kind of, do I need to say it? Do I really need to say everything is fucked? I'm just kidding. Let's calm down here. It's a little showmanship. I'm not that pessimistic. This dude, John B., I have faith. I think we can pull stuff off. I really do, especially if we work together, which this is a perfect thing of people not working together. That's kind of what's, in my opinion, this is what's really wrong with, on top of everything. This one was sent in from John B. on Instagram. This one's pretty gnarly, but it's kind of standard nowadays.
Ended up with how the single moms are doing right now, because 9 years ago I was a single mom before, and my rent was $1,300 a month. Groceries cost me maybe around $500, and I could make it work. Like, I could still spend time with my kids. I ran my own business, and I feel like it was working until 2020 hit. And then my son came down with cancer. I had to get better health insurance. I ended up with a corporate job working way too many hours for a single mom, and it literally burnt me out to the core. So I got laid off from that job last August, and now My rent is $2,600. My groceries are a minimum of $1,000 a month. And I'm trying to find another job that still allows me to be a parent, because I am the only parent in their life right now. And I can't for the freaking life of me figure out how to make this work. And I always could before. And I know I'm not the only one. So what are y'all doing besides moving back in with your parents at 41? Because that's what I'm contemplating doing. And they live in Arkansas. I'm right now in Oregon. But the rent here is insane.
Okay, so I put that in there because one, you know, I'm 34, I'm still single. Everyone thinks they have forever to settle down. You get what I'm saying? No one wants to just work together. Grass is greener, all that shit. But yeah, a lot of people are living with their parents. They have help from their parents. Or they live with friends, they live with family. That's normal. Or it used to be normal. Now we live in a society where it's like, everyone's expected to live alone and do all this shit alone. In the history of time, anyways, I just thought that was funny because it's like, yeah, a lot of people are getting help from their parents or living with them. Like, that's where shit's at. You got 4 kids, lady. No offense, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. But you're alone for whatever reason. I don't know. This guy goes, this is important. This all ties in with this lady and helping each other. Takes 2 to tango, okay? This dude goes, I've been floating money to an older guy in his 80s every month for about 5 years now, just so that he could buy groceries because living on his Social Security isn't enough. He gets his money, pays the bills, then asks me for money. It's a never-ending cycle. That was the motivation I needed to be financially sound. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this is because how many of us, I see the future being a bunch of old people and we're all just working. And I could be a part of it. I'm going to try not to be a part of that, but I could be. It's a possibility. You know, $5 million could be worth dick shit in 30 years. I don't know. But I put that in there because that's like the cycle of life, and the less of us have kids, the less of us have friends and family, and we're all lone wolves, how the fuck is anybody supposed to help anybody? You get what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. That's all. That's all. So the good news for that lady with the 4 kids is you got 4 kids, so they could all chip in, and when you're old, they'll take care of you if they're good kids or good people. But a lot of people are selfish, and they're going to tell you to fuck off and die. I'm just kidding. I don't actually think that. Maybe some people. All right, this chick goes, where are all the people in the world who live normal lives?
The people in the world who live normal lives. Like, everything I see on TikTok is always just some life that's not real. Like, I don't know anybody whose house looks like that. I don't know anybody who lives like that. I don't know anybody that does affiliate marketing and lives like that. Like, are we really grinding like that? Because the grind is grinding the fuck out of all of us. Like, and I just want to be chill. I just want to be soft. I'm naturally quiet and soft-spoken. I don't want to be grinding every single day. Like, I just want to chill. Read a book.
You know this whole idea that's going around that's like Gen Zs and millennials don't want to work anymore. But like,
she's got a point. You look on the internet, you look around, you go, how the fuck is everybody driving a Benz and how is everybody pulling this off? And the answer is they're not. Most of them aren't. It just looks like it. It's classic. We're all judging books by its cover, man. God bless your mother, brother. But that's the truth, though. You know what I mean? Most of us aren't. It's classic. I love it. Anyways, let's let this, we're going to end kind of on this note because I totally feel where this chick's coming from with the whole millennials, Gen Z don't want to work. I get it. I get it. It feels kind of pointless. So let's hear her out.
They don't want to put in hard work that they need to, and they just want to be given everything. I have a hot take that's like actually the honest truth, and that is something that is twofold. It's not that we don't want to work. It's that one, we don't want work to take up our entire lives, and two, we don't want our worth based on how much we work. We literally do not mind working, or at least I speak for myself with that. It just seems that the older generations don't realize that we just don't view work in the same way that they do. And we're happy to live a more balanced work-life situation and be worthy based on other things like our personality and just being inherently a human, as opposed to how many hours of work we put in per day.
I thought that was awesome. But here's what she doesn't understand. It's actually kind of funny because I don't think anybody ever wanted to make work their life. You know what I mean? Like, ever in like the history of time. Or at least this modern era, the last 100 years. No one wanted to go to work for 35 years. No one wanted to do that. Ever. That's the best part. That's never changed. You know what I mean? Like, you how many tradesmen right now are watching this? Like, do you really want to go build a house all fucking day? Tired of shit every day? No, you don't. We do it so we can afford this shit somehow. And then have our work-life balance on the weekends or the few hours we have off. I just think it's funny though because, I don't know, I think there's going to be a lot of 70-year-olds in the future just working. Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing no one's having kids because we're all going to need jobs. Hopefully not me, but a lot of us are. This dude goes, you should have titled this video, Millennials and Gen Z Get What They Voted For. Yeah, I get that a lot, and I don't think any of us voted to live in a constant state of struggle, to be honest with you. And I don't vote. Probably shame on me, right? But this is another one too right here, where we all kind of feel like we have forever to do everything, and a lot of people have this like lone wolf independent lifestyle, which I don't. This is all going to make sense here. We're going to end on this note, because Jack, as an older Gen X dude, trust me, if she's under 30, my girlfriend left me recently because of my job here. I know, it's classic, makes no sense. Whatever, she left me. She goes, if she is under the age of 30, she probably still believes she has options. But if she is over 30, she's done. I don't necessarily agree with that. But anyways, it goes, also, in about a month, she'll contact you, must stay strong, and just say no. I put that in there not because like I feel bad for myself. I'm honestly okay. If I can't be myself, what's the point? But I put that in there because the lone wolf mindset and the I have forever mindset, which I'm guilty of, I don't think that's a good thing to have. I think it's going to backfire on a lot of us, to be honest with you. I really do. I'm not just putting that in there for like poor me. I'm just saying it takes two people to make a baby, okay? So this whole lone wolf shit, I know that happens. People can do everything on their own. But for the most part, it takes a team, man. It really does. And that's kind of sad because I'm looking at it now like, I don't know if I'll ever build that team. And then if I do build that team, what if she just leaves me anyways and takes all my shit? It's classic. I love it. God, hell of a talk, guys. I mean, you guys leave your thoughts on everything. But I'm just sitting here just, I'm enjoying the fucking ride. Enjoy the show, I guess. Speaking of the $500 giveaway, so here's how we're going to do this. I do a live stream on Sunday nights, 6 p.m., okay, Eastern Standard Time. We go for about 2-3 hours. I do a call-in show, very simple. So I'm going to be giving away $500, $100 to 5 different people. All you got to do is call in, explain why you need it, keep it bullet point, and then we're going to give away some money, okay? Because apparently it's hard as fuck out here for everyone, and I totally get it. And I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where we could do stuff like this. You know, I know I'm not Mr. Beast or Oprah, but I try. So that's going to be next Sunday, the 14th. This coming Sunday, 14th, 6 p.m. it starts, Eastern Standard Time. Call in, give us your spiel, tell us the deal. Boom, boom. Okay? We're going to be giving out money. Shout out to all my Patreon members. I appreciate you. Much love. God, hell of a day. It's windy as shit out here, man. It really is. I'm going to take this other shoe off, man. This feels breezy, baby. Anyways, you guys leave your thoughts. Hell of a talk.